And we start off with the very first paper you can find there on the screen. This Nigeria.
Every time you say this Nigeria, you know what I think of?
What?
This is Nigeria. That song.
That popular song. All right. On the front page there you have, that's APC presidential candidate with Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi. And not forgetting to the Imo State Governor as well, Hope Uzodinma, in a motorcade going around Abakaliki Township Stadium on arrival of the APC presidential campaign rally in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State yesterday. In the meantime, don't forget there is also a an advisory concerning the roads here in Lagos. It promises to be blocked tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So there's an advisory to take alternative routes as well. But hey, let's focus on the papers quickly. Child Rights Act now domesticated in 34 states, says federal government. Kano, Zamfara yet to comply. Child Rights Act now domesticated in 34 states, says federal government. Kano, Zamfara yet to comply. We hope they do. Adeleke angry over appointment of 30 new perm secs by outgoing Governor Oyetola. When this story broke yesterday, it seemed to be very funny because there are a lot of statements and counter statements being made. The governor, Oyetola himself, will be leaving office in just a matter of few days. All right, if you look at that, and he's appointing 30 new permanent perm secs. Put it that way, secretaries.
So what happens to them when he leaves office?
Yeah, so people are saying, is he trying to copy Governor Wike, who also had, he looked at it and said, you know what, he employed a lot of people. What is the trend? Well, why? Why do they have to do that? There are a lot of statements here and there on why that will be done, but hey, we don't know. Let's move on to more stories. DSS withdraws suit against ex-terrorist negotiator Mamu. Wow. Let's take another story. Why courts disqualified Tonye Cole as Rivers APC Guber candidate? Section 182, subsection 1 of amended 1999 Constitution. No person shall be qualified for election to the office of Governor of State if A, subject to provisions of Section 28 of this Constitution, he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of a country other than Nigeria. Oh, I see. And final one, ex-SGF Lawal's group endorses Obi for 2023. That's all you have on the front page of this Nigeria, filled with a lot of political stories. In short, it's
there's even one story that I'm seeing there that's really, why court disqualified Tonye Cole as Rivers APC gubernatorial candidate. I saw that yesterday and I was just like, oh gosh, not again. I mean, he's been on this for a while and then they're saying, oh, he has dual citizenship. There were some of the reasons raised there. Anyway, let's move away from this Nigeria and still stay in Nigeria, looking at, all right, let's head to Kenya, looking at the Daily Nation. On the front page of the Daily Nation, we're seeing Raila Odinga with a very concerned look on his face. And the paper says, Raila concerned. Why is he concerned? ODM boss meeting coalition's governors today as he moves to avert implosion. Now, there's some subheaders beside the picture. Says, man under siege. Governors pledging loyalty to President Ruto. Jubilee plotting a fresh path away from Azimio. Risk of losing 2.2 million Western vote bloc. Kalonzo Oparanya as pressure for 2027 support. Uhuru silence amid implosion in coalition. Fight to save IEBC 4. Remember that the IEBC 4, there have been calls for them to be fired, but now they're saying that there's fight to save them. Lack of job opportunities to absorb allies who failed in elections. Did you hear that? Interesting there. Now, still on the front page, doping crisis, athletics ban. Kenyans to no fate next week. CDF, MD speak team to help anchor CDF in the law. And final story, Ruto out to revenge on IEBC4, says Azimio. That's all that we can take this morning on the Daily Nation. And that's all that we can take this morning on the papers. We have more papers coming your way. Of course, we'll be bringing them when we get to the second hour on Breakfast Central. But for now, we have our top stories.